Hello and welcome back to Sweet Acre Toy Farm. This is Chris, and we are starting part 2 of the Waterfall Weir installation. We're currently, notice the green hose, filling the rest of the pond up. So we have that going, and all I have to do is finish filling up all the little gaps that are left on the weirs. So we're going to come over here and I'm going to pull away all the extra foam that's there and then reseal the bottom of this one, and then over on this one do the same on the bottom, refilling the gaps. And then there's a gap in there that we didn't get, so I'm going to go ahead and do that today. And I've got these heavy pieces of it's like a tile, I don't know what you call it, but it's super heavy. I'm going to go ahead and put that on this one and really hold it down flat all the way around. So I'll put that on there, foam around it, and then I'll start working on that one and get that one foamed in. And I'll catch you back when I'm done. Okay, as you can tell, it's seeping out, which is what I wanted. So it's sealing everything in there. So that's a good thing. And I've got the other one done as well. We're going to let that go ahead and seep out as much as it wants to. And once that dries, we'll trim it all away. And trust me, it'll look okay. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and let that fill up then. And we're going to go ahead and clean the drum filters in here. I'm just going to go ahead and let that finish filling up. I'll leave it on for like 3 hours, and then I'll shut it off and come out here and start it again after a couple-hour break for the pump. And yeah, so we'll get that thing fired up. And we got, oh yeah, we got a really pretty yellow flower there. But yeah, so we'll get back to you when we come to shut the water off in the top pond. Okay, I'm gonna go around the inside here because we're getting filled up pretty high. And I've got that piece over there I wanna, there we go. There. Yeah, the rest will, don't want to fall in. You don't want to do that. Not be a good idea. Okay, let me go over here. Yeah, there we go. We got it. Oh, geez. Not good, not good, not good. Oh, yeah. No, not good. Oh, I got it. I thought I could step right here, see? And I thought that was like solid. And I went in, but I was able to grab myself. Oh, my God. Okay, so I got a wet foot. Shoot. Oh, well. Oh, at least I didn't go all the way in. Oh my gosh, now I'm soaked. Yeah, oh, that's not good. Oh, squishy foot. All right, well, at least it's pushed over now. And like I said, it's starting to come up on the side. Ooh, that was close. Oh my gosh, that was so close. Oh, oh. Okay, my heart's calming down now. Yay. Yeah, I so did not want to go in this pond. All right, we'll come back out here in another hour and see where it's at. Okay, we're going to stop it here and give our pump a rest. But as you can see, it's filling up nicely. Okay, so this now is how far we got it raised up. Trying to be easy on the house pump and not get it going too much. But yeah, so I'm going to stop it that close to the weir. I don't want to, I'm just not going to fill it any more than that. And this is a new day, which is already in the evening. And so I'm going to start siphoning out the water. I'll show you. That's left in the bog. Yeah, there you go. I'm going to start siphoning out the water that's left in this bog. And this is what we get every time it's windy. You see all the sand sediment? That's from the wind blowing into the pond. So can you imagine how much is on the bottom of that pond that hasn't been drained and cleaned? So yeah, that's I'm going to have to take the pond back out and really suck up the bottom good. But we're going to cut away the foam today, and tomorrow morning we're going to cut away at the weirs and shape them out. So we should be doing pretty good time-wise by, I'm anticipating Thursday. Today's Monday, so I'm anticipating Thursday we should have this whole pond back up and running. So we'll see if my timeline is accurate there. We're going to try. We're going to try like heck to get it done. So, yeah, and this is all dry already. So today, yeah, that's all dry. So today I can cut away, at least get this cut away and the other one cut away. So that way, tomorrow morning, like I said, he can cut away at the weirs. So that's where we're at right now. We will be filling the pond up the rest of the way tomorrow. And I put that back on so we can catch any more sediment that we might be able to catch in there. I mean, before I fill it up the rest of the way. So I figured, why not, right? What do I got to lose? I can at least do what I can. I went ahead and put all these in here because there was just so many in the other pond. It was just starting to cover like half the pond. So yeah, it was time to thin out the herd. And we've gotten more rain, so we have more water again in the bog. Oh, yeah, it's a never-ending thing. Even though my front pond is low, it's nowhere near as high as it should be. Yeah, you probably can't see it because of the light. You probably got a better view the other way. But yeah, even though we've been getting decent rain, and decent, I mean, you know, like a couple of inches, an inch and a half, maybe once a week. It's because we had such a drought early on and it was so hot for so long, the front pond dropped a good 2 feet, if not more. And you're not going to gain that back by getting an inch here and then 2 inches there. It's just not going to happen. So that's the way. I think they're just playing. At least I hope. I hope it ain't a skunk. Oh gosh, that would really not be a good. Yeah, they're playing. Okay, that's what that is. All right. Yeah, see, there they go. Yeah. Yeah, trust me, they won't kill each other. They're brothers. It's all a lot of fun. But yeah, so we have, I just went ahead and left those in there. And then there's some more water hyacinth over there. Hey, mouth. Yeah, you, mouth. Quiet. Um, yeah, so I left some in here. It's not as thick, deep as it was before. So, yeah, that's a nice thing. But I cleaned out the filters today. As you can see, they're flowing quite nice. And that's the kind of flow that I'm going to get when I hook it back up into that hole and get this whole thing running again. It's going to be super fast. The flow is going to be super good, which is what I really wanted. But yeah, so we're going to get this, we're going to get it done and get it up and running here probably, well, I got to fill the bog. So tomorrow we'll get the weirs cut and the foam cut. We'll fill up the pond the rest of the way, and the bog shouldn't take that much to clear. So yeah, I might be able to get this whole thing up and running by tomorrow. But we'll see. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. I'm not going to get too excited about it, because you know what happens. When you get excited, things don't turn out the way you hoped them to be. So I'm not going to get excited. I'm just going to keep soldiering on and hope and pray that what we're doing is the right thing and it's going to work. So we'll find out tomorrow. this is where we are so far. We have those cut out just the way we want them. I am going to leave that one like that and not bend it in like on the other side, simply because I'm trying to create a vortex where it's going to suck up and pull stuff out of this bog. And if I leave it like that, that's exactly what it'll do. It'll cause a suction like a skimmer and suck up any sediment that might land down in here. It'll suck it right through. So I'm going to leave it like that. And yeah, and we're going to be putting blocks in the corners, all 4 corners. So you're not going to see a lot of the other stuff here. He just painted it, so I can't really do that. But yeah, the block is going to go in there, so you're not even going to see. It's going to be trimming it up nicely. So you won't even see that. But that's what we had envisioned. Just that simple. And that's how it looks on that side, which you won't see any of that down in here because that'll all be underwater. And yeah, we had rain again last night, so we had to pull out the fish sump and suck that out so we can work in here. And now that he's done with those, I have to wait until this dries, the paint, because I don't want to get water on the paint because he just sanded and painted everything. So once that's dry, then I can come out here with the hose all this down and drain the water out, clean the bog out one more time, fill it up, finish filling this up, and by hopefully this afternoon, get this whole system up and running. Okay, that's all cleaned out now. That's the scrub brush we use only for fish. So I scrubbed all that out, rinsed it all out, sucked it all out, and yeah, I'm ready to fill it up. We have the hose on. I've gotten that taken down. And I've got this up because, like I said, I have a Goramo in here. So I really don't want him going over the fall. So I went ahead and I rigged up that for right this minute. I'm going to go ahead and have him cut that out and we can hook that on there and lay it flat. And that will be the gate to keep them up here in this pond. That one I'm not worried about because, yeah, if they can't get past that gate, then they surely won't get to here. So that one I can leave open. I'm not going to worry about it. If that becomes a problem, if I want to keep something else in the bog or something, I want to keep it in the bog, then I can always add a gate over here too. Not going to worry about it now because it's not an issue right now. But for right now, I'm going to have him cut that basket out and we're going to get that put on there to where it looks a lot better than what it is right now. But that was my envision, is to use the gate. Yeah, so we're filling it up. We're going to go see how this goes. I just dropped the level in here about 3 inches and drained a bunch of the bottom after we got done cleaning the bottom the best we could see. I mean, you can't see anything in there, so you're kind of doing this blind. So what I'm going to wind up having to do is I'm going to go ahead and get everything pumping right, get the whole thing set up as soon as it fills up a little bit more. And when we get the UV clarifier hooked up, because that one over here, it doesn't work. It died. I called the manufacturer. He said that, oh gosh, what do you call that stupid thing? A transformer. That's what it is. He said the transformer's not supposed to be getting wet and whatnot. So, and apparently that's really not supposed to be getting wet. And he said the best guess he could say is that it probably fried it, which is fine. I mean, it's not fine, but I mean, it's fine. I'm going to leave it hooked up because it's serving a purpose right now because I've got the 1.5 inch hose up there. But this is 1.25 hose from the pump. And all I need to do is just go ahead and get an adapter and That way I can hook the 1.5 to the 1.5 that's over here onto the 1.25 here, and I can hook them up, and then I can get rid of the UV clarifier, and then I'll just throw that one away and do it that way. And the new UV clarifier will be mounted way over there, inside there, so it doesn't get in with the rain and all that stuff. Plus we have the electricity in there, so we'll just run it from there and it should all be good. We should have no problem running it from the box. So that's how we're going to wind up doing that, because I don't know of any other way to do it without it getting wet. Oh gosh, what a pain in the butt. So yeah, so there we go. So now we're all caught up. We've got this all cleaned up. We've got our mess cleaned up. Went ahead and cleaned filters. As you can tell, the pad is wet. That's where I clean my filters. Just got done cleaning all the filters, the pumps, everything. So everything's been cleaned again. So now we're doing the top off and getting ready to turn the whole thing on. I'm not going to put my plants that are over here and over there in the bog yet. I want the bog to get filled with water first before I start moving plants. But I do have, like you can see, I've got the baskets all ready to go. And we can raise them to the height we need to raise them at. And then I'll bring the plants over. So still a little bit of stuff to work out. But we're getting there. We're getting it worked out. And we're starting to fill up. So far, everything's a go. I was thinking about doing this on a live, the grand hookup of this, getting everything going, but I'm not going to do it because I figured I would jinx myself. So I'm not going to do it. We're just going to wait, and I'm just going to film it and then put it up on a video and play it safe. So I will, yeah, and I wound up having to, I don't know if I said anything earlier, I might not have, but I wound up putting that up earlier, that whole catch thing, because I'm getting so much muck coming up and spitting right back out because the filter's having a hard time keeping up. And I'm cleaning these drums. Oh my gosh, constantly cleaning the drums out of here. So there was a lot of muck. And when I sucked up the bottom, there was a lot of muck coming out of it. So there's a lot of stuff on the bottom yet that still needs to be cleaned up. But it's okay. Once it starts clearing up a little bit, I can see it better. I can go after it and get the whole bottom cleaned up. But like I said, I got to get this whole thing running first before I can even hope to get it cleared up. And I got to get my UV clarifier running so I can get that going. And oh, so much to do, but we'll get there. We'll get there. It's a work in progress. I mean, it is what it is. So, I mean, you know, what are you going to do? All right, well, I will get back to you when the bog starts filling up, when we start actually getting some action going. All right, we got the water flowing in there. I know it looks horrible. I just cleaned the filter, so it's going to be a little bit greener than normal. And we're getting close. We've got this filled up. Sorry about the pole again. All right, we're just going to do this for right now. I know they're a little too deep. It'll be fine. Yeah, it'll be fine. Just for right now. I just had to put these in because I was messing around with the other side over there, to, you know, cleaning the filter and everything. So we're going to fill that one up. This one's going to go down super, super low. So as soon as it starts coming over here on this waterfall, then I'm going to take the hose and I'm going to put it in here and continually pump this up until it levels out the way it's supposed to level out. And it's getting really close. It's getting really close. The big reveal to see if it works. Here we go. Almost there. You guys are going to be the first ones to see whether or not it's an epic failure or whether or not it's going to be successful. We shall see. Oh, and if you noticed, there we go. Here we go. Here we go. Wait a minute. Yeah, we've already got the blocks up on the side, or hubby does. He did that this morning. All right, let's see if it's going to be a failure or whether or not... I mean, I'm just envisioning it like the adhesive not sticking, the weir flying out, or some stupid thing, but I'm hoping it's going to be working. Because I want that flow to be every bit as strong as what it is right now. All right, well, so far so good. There we go. Okay. Well, that weir's staying in. So that's good. I'm happy. I was really, really hoping we wouldn't have like an epic failure on our hands. I really didn't want to deal with that. But right now it looks like it's okay. And of course I'm going to have to get the plants over to the side so they don't clog up the weir. But I'll get them. I'll get them and I'll stick them over in that corner and they'll be okay. They'll stay over there. Okay, so this is filling up. And while that's filling up... Yeah, because this is getting pretty low already. Wow. Okay, so we will switch it to over here. There we go. And then we'll just let that one fill up naturally the rest of the way. All right. I am going... I'll just grab the small net for right now because it's right here. Ooh, I haven't seen this pond this full in... since spring. Okay, you guys need to go in that corner and stay there. And hopefully they'll stay in that corner. If not, I'll do something else. There we go. But yeah, it looks like yeah, Keno's like, wow, Mom, I can actually drink out of this pond again. You're right, buddy, you can. All right, looks like we're going to be going over the weir on here. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I know, the stupidest things make me happy. I know, I'm such an idiot. But anyway, it makes me happy, so we're going to sit there and watch this one fill up. Ooh, and it's filling up quick, too. Hurry up, let's get over here. Ooh, I want to see how this waterfall works. Oh, hopefully this one will work. And then we'll have much success. I'll fix that basket that's floating around in there. I knew they were going to do that because I haven't weighed them down yet or anything because I'm not exactly sure where I want them. So I've just got them floating in there for this minute. Oh, there we go. It's coming over the edge. Yay. And look how far down this pond went. Wow. Told you, it really, when this whole thing is up and running, it really drains a lot out of this bottom pond. So I want to hurry up and get this water going. Yay. Oh, I hope it levels out. I hope. Yeah, there we go. It's going. Okay, it just needed more water. Whew. I was like, don't even tell me because I know it's like a hair off. Just ever so slightly of a hair off, you know, leaning. And it wasn't that much that I was willing to heat it back up and push it down that little bitty bit. So I took the chance that it would be okay, and it is okay. So I'm getting a full stream. Whew. Well, and it's staying in. So, yay. So right now, we're going to call this a success. We've got them both running. They're both going. And I'll put that plant right there that's hanging in that basket. I'll put it back in this corner when I'm done. I had to rearrange the hose and everything to get it back up in here, and I just wanted it out of my way, so I just threw it up there. So, but it'll go back to its normal spot in the corner. But wow, ah my gosh, I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. And all that fresh water from that pond is going to be going into the bog and then down back in here, which is going to help this pond out tremendously because, like I said, we've cleaned the bottom. We have cleaned filters nonstop. I just got done again this morning and cleaned filters again. That's why I have this big water mess right here, and the pad is wet, as you can see, because I pulled these drums up again today, and they were filled with just muck and algae. So, yeah, I mean, the more I can get it out, the more I can get it out. I mean, you can't vacuum. You can't use the pond vac and vacuum it out very well when you can't see. You can only just vacuum what you think you're getting, you know, where you're at, and that's it. So being able to see is key. I mean, you got to be able to watch, to see where you're going. So I need to get this pond cleared up so I can actually see where I'm vacuuming up. And it'll get there. I mean, the algae, as you can see, I mean, I can see the, let me zoom in. I can see the gravel in there. So I know that, I mean, we're not just like plagued with a ton of string algae. It's just like a muck algae. I just can't even explain it. But yeah, so we'll see what happens. Wow, that did go down a lot, even though it's getting flow back in it. So yeah, it's going to be a minute before I can get this bottom pond topped off. And I can see the plants aren't going to cooperate. So yeah, I'm going to have to do something there. Maybe bring them over to this corner. These guys seem to be floating here with no problem. And they're not going by the weir. So let's do that. Let's bring them over here. And if not, then I can absolutely put them in the bog. There we go. We'll stick them down in here. We'll see if they're going to cooperate. And if they don't, then I can throw some of these in the bog. That's not a problem. All right. I will, there you go. I'll get back to you as soon as the bottom pond is topped up. We're getting close. I went ahead and had to raise that catch because it was hanging so far down that it would have wound up hitting the water here eventually, because we're getting super close to having this bottom pond filled back up. And I went ahead and I just stuck that piece of wood in the bog like that, just because since the bog has been filled, all of the finches now want to come down and get a drink instead of running to the front pond. They're wanting to come back here, and yeah, I'm going to have to hook up something so the birds can come and take a drink. But for right now, I just threw that up there. And I took the baskets out, as you can see, because they're just floating around in there until I figure out exactly how I'm going to do it, where I'm going to put them, and raise them up and stuff. Yeah, so right now they're just sitting there. But I'll tackle that shortly. I went ahead and put these guys over here because they weren't behaving. And they kept wanting to go down the weir. So they just keep bouncing around in this corner, which is fine. There's way too much current to cross over to get to the weir, or the fall. So they're staying here. The other ones are just hanging here in the corner, bouncing around. They go to the fall over here, and then they bounce back. So I'm not going to have a problem with them. The weir is working out really, really nice. I'm really pleased with it. And I went ahead and stuck the ball over here. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and hook that up permanently to where I'm going to put like a rubber washer on it so it stays right where I want it to stay. And yeah, so I'm really happy with the flow that I'm getting right now. This flow is awesome. And like I said, once I get the actual UV clarifier here to handle all the pea green algae, that started. Whoa, we keep getting these crazy planes coming by. I know, all morning. But yeah, so we're well on our way. This weir's working out great. I just threw the ball over there. I'll put it back over there when I get that all adjusted. Not that I have to, because now I have so much flow, it's honestly not even needed. But yeah, so that's looking really good. I'm happy about that. So we just have a little bit more to go. Maybe, I don't know, what do you think? Maybe about 3-4 inches to go. And we can shut the water off, because I'm just going to let that pump go and let it finish pumping up the pond. And then I can start messing around with what I want to mess around with the plants and everything. But yeah, I'm super excited. So far, so good. So far, so good. Maybe I could have done this on a live, but yeah, you know, if something went wrong, I would have had to end the live really quick to handle it and take care of it. And because it's only me out here. So yeah, I didn't really want to do that. I just figured doing it on a video would be better. But yeah, so far so good. And yeah, I'm pretty happy. Pretty happy about the way it's turning out. It's really coming together. All right, I will get back to you as soon as it's full. This is where we're going to leave it for right now. We got it pretty much filled up. Everything's looking good. The hose is off. Everything's flowing nicely. So we're going to be watching the water level really good. I'm pretty sure we should be okay with that. But just in case, you know, that's going to be that's why I wanted to get it done early in the morning. This is now Friday morning, so I'm going to go ahead and put the video together and post it. But I wanted to have all this done in the morning hours, so that way I could be watching this all day. And if there's an issue, shut it down. But I don't see where there's an issue. Everything looks good. Everything looks really good, actually. I'm really happy with everything. I'm happy with the way it looks. I'm happy with the way it's performing. I love the flow that I'm getting out of there. That's awesome. That pump is all the way full force in there now. So we're having really good flow. The flow is staying the same. Nothing's going too high. Everything, it's just perfect. It's exactly what I'd hoped it would be. So, yay. We're going to end this with a big thumbs up. Big success. Everything worked out great. I could not be happier. Oh, I just tripped on those. Okay. But I could not be happier. I didn't fall, so that's a good thing too. Yeah, I'm super, super excited. So, the UV clarifier is supposed to show up today. I'll just go ahead and put that on another video. That way I can upload this one and let you guys know how this all turned out. And that the Waterfall Weirs were a success. And what I will do is I will put up, here, let me do this. This is what I'll do. I will put up a parts list so that way you guys will know how much we spent on this project. Now this weir, this is the thinner plastic because it was a little bit narrower because I wanted more pull. And that one is a different price. And I'm going to go ahead and put the price of that weir up on the left-hand side here, so you can see how much I paid for it on Amazon. And then over here, this weir is thicker. It's wider, so I needed a bigger sheet of plastic. So we'll put it over here, and then I'll put that one, the cost of that one, on the left-hand side. And then I used 6 tubes of adhesive, which will also be on the left-hand side. And then 2 cans of waterfall foam, which again will be on the left-hand side. And that's it. I mean, you do need to use a heat gun, and a good saw would be nice to cut them out. But other than that, I mean, and it's not that I wanted to go cheap, and it's not that I wanted to, you know, it wasn't, I mean, the cost is really nice to keep down, of course. It lets you afford other things like food. I get it. But it wasn't the be-all, end-all of why I didn't buy one. I didn't buy the Weirs because they just didn't offer them in the sizes that I was looking for, or the shape. And that was a big concern, because ideally, when you're doing a project like this, you want it to come out looking nice. You don't want it to really look horrible. So that was a factor as well. And yeah, there was just no way that I could buy one of these and get it to work, or even an open weir that they sold. It just, yeah, we looked at them. We just couldn't find any in our size. And I wasn't about to cut away the pond and mess with the liner and mess with the boards and mess with everything just to make them to the size that I could get them. Because actually that weir would have had to have been way wider than, because it was just past the width of the smaller one. So I would have had to open that one up really wide. Really didn't want to do that, because then I'm having to put more flow over here. And I knew that flow would have been just perfect for that size. So it was a mathematical calculation as to why I didn't do that also. So, I mean, there was a lot of other factors. So, but that's why we did it ourselves. That is a true DIY project on a budget. That was pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the budget. So, okay. Well, with all that being said, we've got the amount, the price, the products, everything where I got them. That's all been put up there. Thank you, everybody, for following this journey with us. I could not be happier that this is done. I could not be happier that this is all finished and back up and running. And like I said, I'm going to finish out the day really coming out here, really watching the level and making sure everything's running good. And it looks to me like it is going to be good. So we're going to go ahead and end it here. Thank you, everybody, for following along on this journey with me. It's been a long journey, almost 2 months in the making, but we are finished, at least with the Weir project, and I could not be happier. Thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate all the new subscribers. Appreciate everybody that's been along with us for the entire journey. So thank you, everybody, for watching. Until next time, everybody stay sweet.